On second down, they will hand the ball off and zigzagging his way into the secondary. Devin Neal, he'll push on to the plus side up to the 42.
Pieces are on the right side of your screen, led by Bryce Cabledew and Michael Ford. Sticks his foot in the ground, and that also speaks to the running style.
Daniels 3 of 5 on this opening drive for 33 yards. They will go right up the gut with it, practically untouched. Devin Neal, touchdown.
And Devin Neal punches this straight down the gut for an opening touchdown and a drive that I know offensive coordinator Jeff Grimes.
They pitch it to the short side. Look at the patience, and now the explosion. One man to beat. Neal with a cut. The last line of defense. Trey Bell. The explosive play. They go tempo.
He got a hat on a hat on this play. Nobody's left unblocked. A good job by Devin Neal. Sticks his foot in the ground. I liked Jeff Grimes' style on that last play. Getting to the line, going quick with tempo. And good job making somebody miss in the hole.
The H-back position to the right. Two tight ends in. First and goal. They hand it off. And for the second time in this opening half, untouched for 6, goes Devin Neal. Here shortly, Kansas trying to get one more playoff before that timeout, and they'll be able to do it. And it's Neal with some room. Devin Neal cuts up ahead to the 31. 18 more yards, a touchdown saving tackle by Devin Edwards as we reach the 2-minute timeout. This is rolling in this second quarter. Neal has the Jayhawks on the march.
On 2nd and 4, right back to Neal. A hurdle. And out to the 24-yard line. That's a gain of a dozen. Baldwin, the nickelback, made the stop.
Michael Ford just kind of ran his guy to the backfield. Devin Neal able to pick up a nice block by his leg.
Flagway threw for 450 plus in his debut, albeit against Samford. Neal is wide open. Another chunk play, so there's that big play through the air. 83 yards of offense in this first half, and boy, he has had chasms to run through. Inside the 25, a gain of 20 more.
They were averaging about 9 yards per play. That's right, 9 yards per play. It's up now over 10 yards.
Now they run it again. There's Neal, first down and more. Zigging, zagging, and cutting a jagged path into UNLV territory. Catalan
Want the yardage along with it. What a nice job by Devin Neal. What a first half.
Here's Devin Neal right up the gut. Listen, keep running him.
Well, and they're looking at it going, well, you're inviting us to run the football. We will run the football. We've got it.
And it's Neal. Neal, touchdown. Rock, chalk, Jayhawk. They're on the board.
Just a tremendous job. Just watch the left side of the line. Watch the way they double and they push everything down inside. And then you've got your tight end coming across. Huge, huge hole.
That's why you get a big gain on first down to start off their first offensive possession.
First carry for Neal. The shake almost into the open field. But Jamel Johnson saved a touchdown.
Dynamic and explosive. Check this out. His patience sets up the blocks, and then he just explodes through the hole. This is what he's been doing.
Neal. No doubt. Jayhawks find pay dirt again. And Devin Neal comes up with his 37th career rushing touchdown that we grew up in. Offense all over the place. 2 drives for the Jayhawks, 2 touchdowns. Neal does it. Total turnover is a 9, also second. And there is Devin Neal trying to join James Sims as games since the great Sims.
Yeah, here's what's impressive. You got a hat on a hat by that offensive line. This is now the second time that Kansas has gotten it.
Daniels to Neal. That's a first down. He's across midfield. And finally brought down at the 32 of Arizona State.
You know, they don't use him much out of the backfield. That's only his 4th catch of the season. But nice soft hands. Does a nice job of adjusting to the ball without moving.
From the 31 of Arizona State. Neal to the house. Touchdown, Kansas.
Arizona State had kept him in check most of the game. But on this play, huge hole.
Daniels goes to the
Daniels
slot.
goes out wide. It's Neal now in the Wildcat. He's going to keep it. Probe, look and get into the end zone. Touchdown. Devin Neal from a yard out.
This type of athletic bunch offensively, and you're throwing everything. You got grind. You got.
Here in Kansas City after
Cougars
turned it over on downs, and there he's off to the races. Devin Neal able to get wrapped up and eventually caught by Kentrell Webb, the strong safety for Devin Neal.
Right? No, good patience. Watch the wiggle. Whoop, whoop. Oh, that was just nasty. And then it's just speed. It's floating. Speed, strength, vision, moves. He's the complete package.
And leaving a lasting legacy with KU. It is a big reason he's back here on the field today, guys.
And here's Neal trying to get into the end zone and does so for a second time.
Dapping up the fans. I love it. Look at Casey again, man. Nice lead block. Offensive line all day long.
He's never beaten Kansas State. The time is now. Straight ahead goes Neal and a full head of steam. Slammed down to the 36. And here comes a penalty marker. After a gain of 15 yards, Jacob Parrish with the tackle. The field goal department. Devin Neal wants the end zone. Devin Neal, did he get there? He did. What a play for the senior from Lawrence from 24 yards out. And it remains a 3-point game.
Whatever it takes. Injury early in the game. You go to the locker room.
Coaching staffs that have faced off a lot over the years, and here is Neal. First carry of the game is the record setter.
Where defenders are deploying to.
Now he's going to run the option, and he's going to give it up to Neal, who gets a block from Casey, and cuts it in for the Jayhawks touchdown. It's a new Kansas rushing record for Devin Neal.
Every which way. Triple option to perfection. The block, as you referenced, from Casey, the kick out in this game.
Kansas at 7 yards a carry right now. Daniels, all the time in the world. And out of the back, there is the back. Devin Neal, and he's able to churn forward after the catch down inside the 25.
Slither through that defense. Here comes the fake from his quarterback, Daniels. And the defense just loses where one of the best players in America is, and he's just going to run down the sideline wide open. Lucky that play wasn't for more yards. Really well designed.
11th play of the drive. Back to the ground and back into the end zone where he belongs. Devin Neal on a record-setting day.
How about Bryce Foster, the center? Keep your eye on him. As this play develops, he's going to step to his left and just get across the face and just not stop. And the patience from Neal allows his block from his tight end.
Neal again stays on his feet. Touchdown, Kansas. They run it right between the tackles and play some classic smash ball.
The only thing is BYU only had 10 players on the field, so that makes it even more difficult. They hand it off to Devin Neal. He gets a couple of nice blocks. They have an opportunity to tackle him short of the end zone, but one of the best backs in the country would not be denied.
Cardell sets in the backfield with Devin Neal. Casey in motion, Neal on the carry. Touchdown Jayhawks. They capitalize on that catastrophic event and punch it into the end zone to take the lead. Wow, what a turn of circumstance.
It's incredible the productiveness that he's had for the last 4 years for the Kansas Jayhawks.
Doing his little dance, waiting for him to hit the $1 million baby dance.
Colorado, you mentioned it during the week, wants this to be a high possession game. Out of the backfield, it's Neal. Catch and run for Devin Neal. Oh boy, there he goes. The local kid from Lawrence scores first and sets Kansas City into a frenzy.
Oh, that's sneaky Jeff Grimes, the coordinator. I said to him yesterday, you've only run 20-something screens all year. One of the fewest screen teams in college football. He said, well, our O-line's not really built for it, but your receivers are. So they run a little crack screen, and look at the job of the guys on the inside. And then Devin Neal, well, he makes Silman Craig miss. There's nobody in the alley. That kind of looked like Colorado's offense. Those receivers blocking on the perimeter absolutely let it rip.
Boy, are they ever. Neal, a walk-in! He's smoking hot.
Wow. Not seen to a man. Look at every one of these offensive linemen win their block. Every one of them. They get a body on a body. They get bodies to the ground. And Neal.
Issues at points in his Kansas career. Now Neal is back there himself, and he's going to go down the sideline. Another big play. Man, back and forth.
So there's been a couple occasions now that this man's been doing some work. Jared Casey, watch him. He seals that Y9 edge, and then you pin and you pull around. And there's big Logan Brown just looking for somebody. He didn't even have to hit anybody because that edge is sealed and defined so well. And Devin Neal, the athleticism to catch that snap first, and then just doing some work.
First down. Feed Neal again, and Devin Neal breaks another tackle. He just keeps on turning.
And he's John, and this time Shiloh Sanders gets on his back, and he goes for about a 7-yard ride. Hello, Shiloh. How are you? I'm going to carry you for 5 more yards down to the 2-yard line, and then I'm going to let you know about it as well.
A really good job by this officiating crew to make sure a game that's kind of been living on the edge emotionally. Yep. I think that's why you just said why. So here is Neal doubling back. Devin Neal, first down and more. Grimm got in the way. Shiloh Sanders, the tackle and a marker coming in.
Yeah, you're going to see he's just going to get out here and then watch his feet. As he gets into, he makes that one miss. There's, I'm going to outrun that one. And it's that cut right there at full speed between McKinney and company. And all Shiloh can do once again is hold on and perseverance to play through.
Third down run, Devin Neal again. Across the 25, Bryce Foster was out in front, leveling folks. But that's Jeff Grimes' deal, right?
And once again, we get in these situations, and Foster's out in front of this thing like, who do I even block? I'm not blocking somebody until the 3rd level when I get to, give Shiloh a little trying to get in the backfield. Trust us, he got home.
One more time. Neal rams in, touchdown. Silman Craig got a face full.
Yeah, this is 185 pounds of the safety, number 7. And about 200 and, what did he tell us yesterday, 13 or so pounds?
He up to the pound.
Of pure pain running right through. And I love the adjustment.
Saying, don't play right now, but he's ready to strike the band again in that end zone. 3rd and goal. Neal is in, touchdown! 4 times to the house, Devin Neal.
Right, and watch the hand plant here. Once again, it's Cameron Silman Craig. They're in a one-on-one in that same spot they were last time. That time 7 goes down. And what does Devin Neal do? Are you going to punch? I'm going to counter punch, and I'm going to hand plant with unbelievable strength, athleticism, and power to finish again. In the conference, the winners are 7 of 8 in Colorado.
change the play there. Neal changes direction there. He's got a first down, and he's got the game of his career on his last Kansas home game.
So clearly changing the play here. They've done this all day long as well when they needed to. A couple plays called in the huddle. And this time it's right through the arms of Wonkwa. I mean, that may be the most impressive of all of the 300-pound nose tackle running through him as well. Just keep on feeding.
He's the kind of guy you want to have the ball in his hands on 3rd and short, but of course you better watch out also for Jalen Daniels.
And of course they give it to their key man in the backfield, Devin Neal. He needed one, and he's going to get much more than that. Down to the 35 of Baylor. Finally tracked him down.
Yeah, he hits this, he bends this inside zone back, and just really well blocked, but he puts on a little bit of speed here and gets the ball. 2nd and short here.
Neal, stretch play, got it. First down, touchdown, but there's a marker down.
Yeah, that's the block right there that they're concerned about by the tight end, where he made the block, and then it, like I said, it extended outside of his.
3rd down and 4 for Kansas. It is Grimm. Sneaks through. He's got the first down and more. So that'll keep the drive alive for KU.
No question.
Devin Neal took the direct snap, shrugging off tacklers, and stays on his feet to the 15-yard line.